believe we are live. Okay, it says live, so I know we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Porch Talk Live Worldwide. I'm so happy that you've taken the time out to join us today. And as I always say, we're not trying to stop your day. Get your ear pods, put them in, get the cord, hook that up, whatever you need, put it on the speakerphone and just listen in and enjoy yourself. You know that I am all about fun and just having a great time. Okay, so I am definitely looking forward to today. Some things are going on within the team that I'm here today by myself, but that's okay. They may click in before it's all over with. But I want to welcome our guests today, and then I'm going to share some things with you. So I want to welcome Audrye to Porch Talk Live Worldwide.
Thank you.
Yes, she's going to be sharing some things with you as well. So today, what I want to do is I want to share some of the things that Porch Talk Live Worldwide is doing this year. So, one of the things that we're doing is we have exactly, I think, maybe five different events we're going to do in 2022. So, three are going to be free events that you can come to, and two are going to be paid events. So, let me just walk you through them real quick. So, we're going to have Women of Influence, we're going to have Becoming a Woman of Influence and also Celebrating Women of Influence. It's going to be awesome. Okay. So, one of the links I've already got up for uh, Women of Influence, and people are registering already, and I'm so happy about that. The other links, I'm going to put everything up, so maybe by the weekend I'll have those ready. The paid events that I'm going to have is, every October I have a retreat. It used to be a live retreat. Now it's an online retreat that we have, and it's called Rejuvenate and Re-Energize. And what it's all about is we're getting to the end of the year, getting to the holidays and everything, and we really need to perk it up a little bit. In other words, just like you have to put gas in a car to fuel up, to get it to run, we need inspiration, motivation, determination, persistence. So we're going to share all of that with you at the retreat in October. So you get through the holidays, through whatever the new year is open up to you, and we're going to get you started with it. Now, the last paid event that I have is called the Vision Board Workshop that I'm doing. And we know that if I asked you a question, we all set our resolutions at the beginning of the year as to what we're going to do. So, my question to you, and I would love for you to comment, how is that working out for you? Are you still working on what it is that you said you were going to do? Or have you just laid it to the side because guess what? It's just not working for me. Okay. So I'm telling you, look, come to the vision workshop. I'll be posting that as well soon. What we want to do is put everything before you. I'm going to walk you through the process. We're going to do it together online. It's going to be fabulous. Okay. So I don't want to prolong the show. We're going to get back to our guest, Audrye. And I've got some questions. Somebody is saying hello to me. I'm not on Facebook. That's usually Team Porch Talk that gets on Facebook to see who's talking and what they are saying. So give me a few minutes and I'll be on. And somebody said hello, Dorothy. So I gotta get on Facebook in order to see what that's all about and who it is. So we're gonna start out by asking a question. Okay. So, one of the things that you said in your bio was to thrive on the earth at this time, you have to raise your vibrations. Can you give us a little bit of what you mean when you say that?
Okay. First, I'll make sure the sound is coming through, correct? So I could just
You're
speak. Okay,
good.
yay.
You're
Okay.
good.
Probably at this point, almost everybody knows that just about everything is vibration. And even with quantum physics, I am not a quantum physicist. I'm a metaphysicist. Okay, metaphysician. That's what I am. And other things. That everything is energy, and that energy also can have will. And we human beings, all of us, are energy frequencies. Some of us are lower, some of us are higher, and any of us, including me, can be operating sometimes at a higher frequency and a lower frequency. So the way I see it, and I'm a natural born mystic intuitive, and I can give you a ton of words, but let's keep it simple. Keep it simple,
Yes.
sweetheart. Let's keep it
Yes.
simple and
Let's
fun and
keep it.
easy to play with. So I am a natural born mystic intuitive. It's the way I am. It's the way I think. It's the way I've always thought. It's normal to me.
Oh,
And so when I'm feeling yuck, okay, and I can't feel that way, or feeling really, really on a very high level with a high frequency filled with energy and love, which I definitely know how to do that and can teach that. That's what many of us on the earth now need. Most of us talk about third dimension. We're on the third
mhm.
dimension, physical stuff you could see, feel, touch, hear, smell, taste, all of that. There are more dimensions. And human beings, okay, or human beings, I play with that because I think some of that other is a little sexist. Anyway,
All
so
right. Well,
human
let me do
beings,
this. Before you proceed, let me do this. I just want to welcome Mary McAfee to the show. I want to welcome Kim Smiths. Thanks for dropping in. I am so happy. And Kim came in from LinkedIn. So, hey, all of you guys that think LinkedIn doesn't work, hey, it works. Okay. So, let me read a little bit of what you sent over to me because I want people to kind of understand. We want to keep it simple. We want
yeah,
everybody to understand what's going on. So Audrey says that I am a clairvoyant and an energy healer. Okay. So we know that she's working with energy or what have you to make everything line up accordingly. She says she loves to dance, okay? But she's also an artist. She is an author as well, okay? And she is a wellness facilitator, you know. So and I love that everything about her is about energy and it's about wellness. Now look, don't drop off yet, don't leave us
no,
because we're
stay,
talking about
stay, stay.
energy. Stay, because here's the thing, okay, we all have energy that surrounds us, and it's how we utilize it, okay, to keep us alert, keep us moving and proceeding in the direction that we should head in. Now, Audrey also talks about isms, okay? ISM, ism. And it's any word that ends with an ism. Now, I'm going to let her just tell you a few of them. We're not going to talk about them. We're just going to
Okay,
tell you what they are because I've got some really great questions that I want to share with you and have
okay,
her to answer them for you. So let's
okay,
talk about ism. First of all, what is ism?
okay. The way I use it is
Well,
when
okay,
it's at the end of a word,
okay,
racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, that kind of thing.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it usually refers to a negative, inappropriate response to whatever that particular beginning of the word might be. So, like when somebody has an inflammation, it's called an itis, you know, peritonitis, okay,
okay,
whatever it be, that's inflammation of. So when I'm saying ism, I hadn't thought of it this way, but it can be thought of as an inflammation, something not appropriate, not on the higher level relating to that. And for me, it usually is something that needs to be or would benefit from being healed in any of us.
Okay. Well,
Any, that includes me, that includes all of us. And if you look at the planet, the people on the planet, all of us, you might notice that one group thinks it's better. Another group thinks it's better. Another group thinks it's better based on whatever particular categorical thing that they are defining.
well, let me cut in here. So I can say this, okay? Because I'm not really going to talk about it. But when we talk about sexism, and we know a lot of us women that have worked on jobs where there's predominantly nothing but men, we've dealt with that. So that's one of the isms, okay? And then we talk about racism. Now, we're not going to go into a whole big thing about that, but we all, if we're not, if most of all of us have, we've got something mixed in us, different nationalities are mixed in us, and because of that, some people just don't favor us as much as they favor themselves. So we don't care. We don't care about them. But what Audrey does is she has taken, and this is really, really unique, something that I've never heard before. She's actually taken isms and actually created a course that she walks you through. If you're going through any type of an ism issue, okay, she walks you through it, whatever it may be. So we're definitely going to share her contact information so you can go in and actually just take a look and say, okay, you know what, let me look at what she's got. This might be for me, it may not be for me, but whatever. Okay, we're going to make sure that everybody knows how to contact her.
Thank you.
So another thing that I have is, let's see here, let me see what I got. To thrive on this earth at this time, you have to raise your vibrations. We talked about that one. Now, what do you get from ism freedom? Now, I put down what you said, but you can tell us about it, okay?
Okay, may I say the whole name of the course?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I have an online course, and you can take as long as you want to do it. It's designed for 6 weeks, but you can stretch it out. It's up to you. It's online. It's your choice, and it'll get delivered to you. The full name of the course is Ism Freedom. Be free of the causes and effects of racism, sexism, and other isms. And I list in the course, we go through various ones, whether it's, okay, I may not be saying every word like a dictionary, whether it's LGBTQ-ism, whether
Hmm.
it's Islamophobia, that doesn't have an ism, it has phobia at the end, whether it's age-ism. I've encountered a bunch of these.
Oh,
Now that
yeah.
I'm no longer 24, there are people that sometimes think the number that I've been on the earth
Let me
means
tell
you're
you.
done. You're not done.
Yeah, I teach a course that says take yourself off the shelf. Okay.
Good.
And people think that after 50, okay, that we actually don't have any reason to come and enjoy life, to do fun things, and all of that. And guess what? That's crazy thinking. Crazy
Yes.
thinking. Because here's the thing. Okay. I believe that when we get 50, things are beginning to move out of our way. And this is the time for us to really believe that we can enjoy ourselves. This is when we can really, when you raising the kids and working the job and all of that. My 33 years on the job, I was in uniform all the time. Hey, I can get sexy now. Okay.
Yeah, you could do.
The job is gone. I'm retired. I mean, it's not like we can't get sexy beforehand, but I love the idea of it. So now Audrey said that what you get from ism freedom is the ability to shift instantly. Shift instantly. I'm going to let her illuminate on some of this. And then she says you get personal power, you begin to love relationships, You gain global friendship and financial possibilities. Now, why is that? Why is that, Audrey?
Okay, one, I do teach various techniques so that you can shift. Some of them are friends from friends of mine. Some of it is breathing attunements, which you can do breathing attunement in 3 minutes and your energy will stabilize. I mean, I could even teach that if you want at some point during this or not. It's up to you. Okay. And I have one of my friends. I have friends who are experts, and these are really friends. Okay, not you just say friend, they're friends. Some of
Mhm.
them on an NLP, neuro linguistic programming. I teach some of that, and you can shift. Okay, this is a finger snap, whether you can hear it or not. You can shift instantly on that. I teach certain mindfulness practices. I teach a bunch of other practices on there. And if someone does them, see, that's the key. You have to do them.
Gotta do the work.
Okay, if you don't do them, there's nothing going to happen. And I can't make any kind of claim, guarantee, nothing.
If you
Okay,
don't
but
do
if
the
you
work.
do them, yes. In terms of why will you feel able to be anywhere? Because when the person clears themselves, my technical term is junk, of internal junk that gets in their way because it
Mhm.
isn't for whatever their higher, bestest, loving aspect, it isn't from the soul, and they start clearing that, they're more energized. You just are.
You just
Okay.
are.
I know which decade I'm going to turn in a few months. And there was a time I would have thought a walking cane and dying and falling apart. No, not even close. Up to the
Wow.
person. Okay. And various other factors. And so when that happens, you have more energy and ability. And does it take maintenance? Yes. I
Yes.
do a morning walk. I'm back at the gym. I used to do yoga regularly. Now I haven't quite fit it in. So I do it intermittently, but I do other stuff. In terms of you'll make more money, that's always an option. I can't wave a magic wand and all of a sudden it happens, but you'll be able to have friends everywhere because it won't be going. Like I have friends of many different colorations, many different religious affiliations, many different countries that they're from. I'm also from New York, not right now. So I automatically, because I chose it, knew lots and lots and lots of people. And now I still choose it, although I'm based in Florida, somewhat different than New York, but nonetheless. And when someone is comfortable and willing to be open and learning about people of different cultures, different backgrounds, different religions, that have a heart aspect to it, not like I'm right and you suck. That's not what I'm talking about. Then you have options everywhere because you allow that in. And what's really interesting is wherever I've been on this earth, this is pre COVID, and some of where I have been, like my little person, I say little because I'm 4'10". I used to be tall. I was 5 foot half an inch. Now I'm 4'10". Anyway, so I did think I was tall. I have been to various countries in Africa. I've been to the Caribbean. I have been to Europe. I've certainly been to the United States. And wherever I have been, whether I knew someone or not, and frequently I didn't know anyone, the people that have a consciousness where they can perceive immediately they knew I was the person they wanted to speak with. And
You know
we
what? I believe
connected.
that. I do believe that. Okay. I believe what I heard you say is when you become comfortable with who you are. So I think that a lot of times the things that we're holding on to, it stops us from getting personal power, okay, and having relationships and things like that. And I remember at one time, I wanted a new set of friends, okay. I wanted a set of friends that I could talk to about anything. Okay. I had a friend that told me, you know what? We can talk about anything, but we can't talk about sex. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. No problem. I don't know what that's all about. I didn't even ask. Okay. But okay. But to me, when you release a lot of the stigma that is on the inside of you, it's almost like when we talk about biblically forgiving people and releasing all of that harsh thoughts and words that you would normally say. So I was away in Phoenix, Arizona, and it was so hot. Okay, looked like nobody really. I was there at an event. Nobody really wanted to connect or anything because it wasn't about networking back then. Okay, either you got into the clique or you were out of the clique. Okay, but when I released that, I said, I'm going for a walk. It was 120 degrees. Okay. Yes, it was hot in Phoenix. But I went outside. I walked out of one door and it came back to me. I'll tell you about this later. I walked out of one door, and as I walked out of the door, I just began to speak to myself. I said, I came here because I wanted to learn. I came here because I wanted to meet new sisters. I wanted to connect. I was saying that. And do you know, somebody walked up behind me out in all of that heat, nobody but me and her. And she gave me her information, and she was like, she was in California, and she was literally on me all the time about staying connected with her. We became best friends, and every year for vacation I visited her 1 week out of every year. Before I left, I connected with somebody in Chicago that was there. Okay. And we became best friends. Okay. So, things happen, and like Stacey, we were online together, but I was saying, I need some new friends. I need to connect. And even out of all the money we were paying for the coaching, and I was getting a lot, but I just wanted that friendship. I needed that friendship, someone to connect with, that even if it was just talking about the program we were in. And guess what? The opportunity presented itself. So I got you, girl. I got you. I understand now, Audrey, exactly what you're talking about. So, one of the things is, I want to ask you about transformation, the act of changing in form or shape or appearance. Can you, now we're talking about making it simple. So, don't give me those $1,000 words. Give me the dollar words.
I will do that, and I know a bunch of you. Yeah, okay. So simply put, transformation is literally a shift in one's in who one is, how you think, how you are, your frequency. I'm sorry, I have to say that your energy vibration. I don't know how to say that small, okay, because it isn't just a new idea. It's incorporated it. It's like one embodies it. Like people can say they're a vegetarian because for one meal they ate vegetables. Okay. I live it. I have been vegetarian for 49 years. I've been mostly raw vegan for what, 17 years? I don't know, something like that. I live it. And I'm not saying everyone has to live it, but that's embodying something. So it doesn't mean it has to be like 100% thoroughly through every iota, but transformation is that. Like the caterpillar, when it goes into its adorable cocoon, which fascinates the daylights out of me, and it emerges as a butterfly, it has transformed.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
has become a different whatnot and thing and whatever, with new talents, new abilities, new approach, new perspective. When a human transforms, even if it's a seemingly little thing, that leads to greater possibilities. So it's never, oh, this is such a small thing. That small, little, itty bitty, tiny thing is the seed for anything else that can grow.
Okay, I want to give my co-host Stacey a chance to chime in here and give us a little input on maybe what she's heard or what she thinks about the transformation or what have you.
Well, thanks, Dorothy, and hi. It's so good to see
Hi, hi.
you and to listen to what you've been saying. I'm really struck by how the simplicity and the speed that you were talking about, that with a click of the right mindset shift, what's in one can come out, or can look new, or can look different. And there's so many ways of putting that into words, but we've all had that experience where we've just suddenly felt good one day, or we've been with a person of like mind, and there's like music, right? You just feel in harmony. Um, and that there are skills and techniques, it sounds like, that you teach to help people get to that place easily, with skill. It's so interesting.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'll give, I'm allowed to say without discussing things, something about sex, okay?
Okay.
Because we're all adults here.
What
Okay.
else?
This will make sense to you, okay? Before anyone has had a sexual experience and they are a virgin, okay? After they have had sex, they have shifted something in them, their way of being, and all that. That's just one small thing. One thing has transformed. Then there's a whole lot more and all that. But
Oh
that's
yeah.
one way to sort of begin to explain. And I don't mean people have to have sex or not have sex. It's irrelevant to transformation. Okay, that's just one little thing.
No,
Okay,
no, we get it. No, we do.
okay.
I believe we do. We get it. So I know that when I stopped doing live shows person to person, I had to shift. So, but not only shift what I was doing, I had to go through a transformation because I had to change who I was. I had to change what I had been doing in order to make sure that I was prepared for being online. Okay. And there's so many things that, like you said, when you make up in your mind to make the shift or that you need the transformation, you have to make up in your mind that this is something that I need, then it automatically it comes. That I understand that click. Okay, it automatically comes when we make up our mind. So we've got an expert here that says, hey, look, you know what, you can change the way you think. Okay, so that we can get you to a point where you appear exactly as you want. But not only that, you'll be able to open up doors of opportunity. So you don't, sometimes we have to call things in, but instantly you open up doors of opportunity. Now, that doesn't mean, like she said, that there's miracle money or what have you coming through the door. It may be, if it is,
It could,
get me,
maybe.
donate, send it to me. But what it does is it allows you to be able to step into any arena that you decide that you need to be in. When you step into, if you've had like I hear a lot of, oh, I don't want to be on Facebook, I can't do a Facebook live or what have you. I said that 2 years ago. I said that. Now, even though I'm a pastor and I stand before a congregation preaching, it wasn't the same as being on Facebook Live. When I'm in my pastoral mode, man, that is so simple and easy. It just flows. It comes to me. But this was not something that I knew. So it was like, I gotta change. I gotta change my mindset about this. And all it is it's just fear. Just and take the F off of fear, and you get ear, hear what you are saying. Okay, you're saying that you're fearful of being online, you're fearful of doing this, and I'm fearful of starting a new company, I'm fearful of becoming an entrepreneur and stepping out there by myself. Do you know, my 9-inch plate is running over with the things that I'm doing? It's running over, and I don't have people in every arena of what I'm doing to help me uh, do what I need to do. But because I'm willing to transform and I'm willing to change shapes, okay? And when I say change shapes, I'm willing to change the direction that I'm headed in. I'm willing to change what I'm saying. Now I'm saying to myself, Dorothy, you can do that. The people that you need, they're gonna come, Dorothy. You can do you have to make your mind up to start taking actions and before anything will happen at all. So what do you think about that, Audrey, about taking action before anything can happen?
You do have to take action. By the way, I'm also ordained, and
The
not
door.
necessarily most conventionally, but I am.
Okay.
And I feel like all I do is from the Creator, just so we understand by whatever language people use, because we all have our own language. It's given to me. Doesn't mean I don't have to work. I do. In terms of you have to take action, yes, you get the inspiration. Okay. Many of us do. We all do, in my personal opinion. And then it's about paying attention to it, not just, yeah, I don't want to do it, and all of that, because that could be, for some of us, it has been for me, sometimes the first response. Too hard, too this, too that, I can't, oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then it's important to look at some point, why am I on the earth? Why am I here? What was I born for? What is my life meant to mean? What am I here to experience? What am I here to share? What am I here to grow from? All of those kinds of questions, and you could make them in specific areas. And when you start getting the ideas, one has to, since we're still third dimensional, have to
Absolutely.
take action.
Have to take
One has to do something. Now,
Yes.
will
Yes.
every something necessarily have the exact result that you want? No, it won't always have the exact result you want. It could have some that succeed gloriously and some that you go, ugh, what was that? The term one used to use was fail, and now I had another acronym for it, which right now is not in my head. So it's, for another instance going on or whatever, but it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. When I wrote my first book, The Mother's Manual,
Mm-hmm.
Spiritual and Practical Guide to Child Rearing and Motherhood, that was a huge task. I met someone, I was really excited. They were going to print my book, they were going to publish it, self published. And
Mm.
I only print on 100% post consumer recycled paper because I really do live the most ecological life I possibly can. And it's much cheaper to print the other way. It's practically a giveaway compared to 100% post-consumer recycled paper, which doesn't destroy trees.
Okay.
Anyway, so this guy, no names, then decided he wasn't going to do it. To say my energy crashed is an understatement. I'm a highly emotional, passionate, feeling human being. And I cried and I this and I that. And then I picked myself up and I said, and I had no clue, how am I going to get this book out there? Because I did not go through what I went through to put that book together for it to do nothing.
I hear
And
you.
yeah, and then I learned about PDF. I learned about Kindle, and I'm not the techie lady. I will pay
Yeah,
people to do techie because I have, when I set up my first YouTube, I set up 4 of them by accident and then couldn't access them. Someone else is better at doing the tech than I am.
all right. I
And
want to wait a minute. What I want to do is I want to give Stacey a chance to read the next uh bullet that I put up there and get her to comment on it, and then we're going to come back to you.
okay.
Dorothy, are you talking about what does it mean for a person to
Right.
transform? To
Right.
transform something or someone means to change them completely and suddenly so they're better or more attractive.
Yeah.
Um, I was thinking about the 3-minute breathing exercise that Audrey said that she can do, and
Want me to do it?
really interested.
No, we won't have time to do it today.
Okay, well then we'll have to do that another day. That sounds quite interesting to me. I think that again, we've been talking a lot about transformation, and it's really important. You mentioned your role as a pastor and prayer. Acceptance of who we are. We can be fabulous and still transform. It doesn't mean that we're bad or inept or broken. Transforming can be stepping into our next best self. Just like you
Mhm.
said, Dorothy, you were already a powerful businesswoman when you became an entrepreneur. You're already an amazing pastor when you became a Facebook Live presence, right? So it was just changing into the next level. And I think that's what Audrey is reminding us that we can all do. It's not only what you think, it's the action you take.
Wow, I like that. I like
Excellent.
that. I like that statement. So I'm going to give you a chance to respond to that, Audrey, and then I'll take back over.
Okay. So one, I want to finish. So what I did, I'll do this in like quick. When I realized I couldn't print it, then I discovered those other ways, and that's how I got my book out.
Okay.
So you find alternatives. Okay. In terms of the breathing attunement, I have a couple of them on my YouTube. Can I give how to go to it?
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Bit.ly, I had to learn this. And one of my clients and friends set it up because, hello,
Hello.
bit.ly/Audrey now, AUDRYENOW. Look for the one that says breathing attunement. And
Mhm.
there are several. And I teach because I'm doing it and I'm guiding you right there and then. Also on Instagram, it's Instagram.com/ guess what? Audrey Now, AUDRYENOW. You can find me through Audrey Now, probably anywhere. AUDRYENOW. In terms of this transformation, what a lot of people may not know is the more we transform, the more we really get to the more essence of who we are. In my personal opinion, we are on this earth to live our soul. We are on this earth to express our deepest soul urge, and sometimes it takes a little something to really start discovering what that is and having the courage to bring it forth and then letting what happens happen. And in what we're in now in this quote day and age, it takes courage.
Yeah,
And part
absolutely.
of courage is being vulnerable. Vulnerability is strength, letting ourselves be seen. When I see a client, which now is pretty much on the phone because I'm not really seeing very many clients in person, and I
Mhm.
told you I'm a mystic intuitive, I have clairvoyant ability, so I tune in and I'll see stuff. That's why people see me or call me. I don't have anything prepared in advance. I don't know what I am going to say. I don't know what's going to be shown to me. I have to have the trust in the infinite, Goddess, God, Source, whatever your language is. Lift my frequency. I teach how to do that. And then what's given to me for that person's best good, otherwise it's not given to me. None of us need it. And the words are given to share. So one has to develop some of this trust and vulnerability. And some of what I may have to say is not always pretty because
Mhm.
sometimes we're going through whatnot and hoo-ha, and we have to be able to acknowledge the whatnot and hoo-ha, what our lessons might be, what we're learning, what we might need to release. If I didn't release with my first book, called TMM, the Mother's Manual, that I wasn't going to be able to print it the way I wanted to, I could have been defeated. That could have been the end. That's it. Done. But
Absolutely.
I didn't do it the way I would have preferred. That's for sure.
Okay. I
But
wanna
that's it.
I wanna talk about the latter half of this here. So it says, when you change suddenly so that they are much better or more attractive. Um, now I'm gonna talk about the attractive part, and it's a lot of times it's like sickness. When people are sick and you see them, you automatically know that something is out of alignment with them. because they don't look the same. Okay. It may be dark circles under their eyes. Their eyes may be red. They don't smile. They may be joyous and energetic, but all of a sudden, that's not the case anymore. So when you go through a personal, now there are all different types of transformations, okay? All different times. It could be a personal transformation, it could be a spiritual transformation, financial transformation. So many different types, okay? I'm talking about a physical transformation from the inside out. When someone is no longer sick, okay, whatever it may be, whether it's from an illness, whether it's from something that someone done to them that hurt them very badly, or someone said something to them, or even people that are not they don't like how they look any longer, okay, and they're not happy and they don't look the same. So one of the things that I teach one of my clients is, look, we're going to forget about how big you are, because I'm so big. Forget about that. We don't care about that. Okay. What we're going to do is a personal transformation of your mind so we can get the physical part of you looking good. So when you walk past the mirror, you can say, girl, look at you. I want you to look good. So that's a transformation that works from the inside and it begins to show on the outside. How? Because now, and I'm just kind of putting it in my own form from what Audrey said, is I'm going to teach you how to find the right colors that work for you. And usually there's always 4 colors that work for everybody. And they make you look amazing. Amazing. Go somewhere, have a fashion show at a store somewhere, and I'm telling you, have a fashion show in the fitting room. You don't have to always buy when you go out, all right? But not only that, finding the right colors, let's find a different type of wardrobe for you. Okay. Like I see a lot of women that are really large in stature. Okay. And I can talk about me. I have a scrumptious butt. Okay. And I don't want to give it up. Now some people may say it's too big, but it's okay with me. I'm fine with it. Okay. I got a little stomach, but you know what? Hey, I got to do the exercise to get rid of it. I ain't doing that right now. So what do I need to do? I need to find the right color. I need to find the right blouse that accentuates me as it's hiding what I don't want to show. I got to make sure I got on a great set of pants. So I went and bought me some jeans, girl. And when I put those jeans on and I put that blouse on, okay, and every now and then I put on a pair of heels and I walk past that mirror, I got to snap in the mirror, okay, because I know I look good. Now that's a transformation. So when you think like that from the inside, you're surprised at what will show up on the outside. So I'm going to give Audrey a chance to say some last words. We're going to go to Stacey for a wrap up, and I will show you how to get in touch with Audrey. Audrey put a lot of stuff in here too. So we're gonna make sure that it's in the Facebook page, okay?
Thank you. Okay, so here's something that when I first did it, I hated it. I hated it. So here's what I'm going to advise everyone to do. In the morning, before you've done all your stuff, and this is hair color, just so we understand, and I've decided that I want this color hair because I like to have some vibrancy about me. If I didn't, my hair this used to be more or less my actual color. Now it would be grayish white. And with this color skin, I look like I died. That doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work.
Okay, it just doesn't. And so when you wake up and you've gone to the bathroom and done that, you stand in front of a mirror naked,
Ooh.
and you look at that image and you say, I love you. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are sexy. I am beautiful. I am gorgeous. I am sexy. I am rich. I am wonderful. Now, my body looked different some years ago than it looks now. And I know how to clothe myself and look. I'm 4'10", okay? And everyone's, you're so cute, okay? Which whatever, they come a dot. Anyway, I've got breasts, little butt. I would rather have a bigger butt, but this is what I've got, okay? I would take on some of that, but nonetheless. And when I do that, and I am hitting my 8th decade, go figure this out. That's all I'll say on that, okay? My body looked different. So I laugh with myself and I go, and that is what sexy now looks like on me. And I embrace it. I embrace it. And yes, I do my best to take care of myself. Do I do everything that could be done? No, I don't do everything that could be done. I do what I can. Love who you are, what you look like. Do what you need to do to be healthy. That I recommend, whatever that might be, and I could help you and whatever, pick who you choose, because that gives you longevity on the earth and it gives you feeling great. So you want to be on the earth. I mean, I'm planning to live to 122 years, healthy, stunning, sexy, accomplishing, all of that. If it can be done, why not?
Why not?
Yeah. I could be one of those. I'm turning 80 in July. Do you know how that blows my mind? And then it's like, forget about it. It's just the next step. It's just the next step. That's it. No importance, no not importance. Kind of interesting. And that's it. Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love yourself. I have a course for that. Love yourself. You are the sparkling piece of divinity on this earth at this time. You have purpose.
Stacey,
now have pleasure.
What do you got for us, Stacey?
Well, I think to sum it all up, love yourself says it all. I've heard wonderful things today, right? Being conscious in your thoughts, in your body, in your spirit, knowing that what you have is wonderful and it can change in an instant, recognizing and celebrating who we are and who we want to become. And then let's be real. There are tips and tricks and techniques to make it all happen. I want to live till 122 as well. And good to see you all. It has been transformational today.
It has. I just, last words from me is, look, we're all totally different. We all have a different way of looking at ourselves, looking at the world, and looking at people. What I'm going to say to you today is, don't reject yourself. Be who you are. Okay, and be satisfied with who you are. If you believe that you're uncomfortable with where you are, with who you are, or what you're doing, then put a plan into action to change it. But until you decide to make that change, okay, you got to be okay, or you're going to lose your mind. You're going to go crazy. We don't want that. We want you coming to Porch Talk Live talk show and listening in on our conversation. So, like I say, all of the information for Audrye will be in the Facebook page on Women Rocking Life. That's our private Facebook page, and our public page, which is Porch Talk Live talk show. So we'll make sure that her information gets put in those two groups so you can see it. And guess what? We love you hanging out with us. A few people have come in, they've commented. And Kim, thank you for joining us. Mary, thank you for joining us. And Dixon, thank you for joining us today. So we're going to post this video in numerous places so we can get some traction on it, Audrye. And we thank you so much. We will bring you back again so you can walk us through.
Delighted.
this exercise that you're talking about. I'm going to do one. You can do one. And I don't know, maybe Stacey will have one that she can walk us through the next time that we come on. It's been great. It's been fabulous. You know, the fabulous Camille is not here to give her closing, but I'm telling you that we care about you and you matter and your opinions matter to us. So comment, please let us know how you like the show, what you would like to see more of. And guess what? We will see you again on next Friday at 12 noon Central. It has been a blast. I am Dorothy from Chicago, Illinois.
I'm Stacey from Portland, Oregon.
I am Audrye from outside of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.